All righty. I tried my hardest to get the game day going on. Log out of this. Make sure I can see what's going on here. All right, we are getting ready for the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Looks like the game might start a little bit late. Not really sure why. The Pirates coming in, winning 3 games in a row after losing 3 games in a row. They lost 3 to the Chi Sox. Then they beat the Detroit Tigers, who were the best team in the American League prior to the All-Star break. And of course, the Chi Sox were the worst team in the American League prior to the break. So again, those of you that are here, welcome. We've got Burrows on the mound. He's getting ready to throw out his pitches. And the D-backs are coming up. They're going to have Carroll, Marte, who was just traded, and then Perdomo. Those are going to be the 3 guys coming up. All right, starting for the Arizona Diamondbacks, you got Carroll at right field, Marte at second base, Perdomo at shortstop. Third base is Suarez, Castillo as the designated hitter, Gurriel in left field, McCarthy in center field, English at first base, and Herrera behind the plated catcher. Mike Burrows has a record of 1-3. His ERA is 4.7. He's pitched 46 innings, given up 8 home runs, 19 walks, and 48 strikeouts. Opponent's batting average is .257. His pitch is the changeup. So let's see if he can change up and get a win today. So again, I apologize, those of you that are checking in. I was not able to get the game day, which shows up on the screen. I don't know what happened. Everything was working right the first 4 games. I guess Murphy's Law is what's coming through here. And so I don't have that, and I'm very sorry. All right, the opening pitch is high, 96 mile an hour fastball. That's going to be ball 1 to Carroll. Carroll's batting .250, 21 home runs with 50 RBIs. Second pitch is low in the dirt. Goes off out towards the dugout. So the count's 2-0 to Carroll. Burrows in the windup. And the pitch. Little bit high again, 3-0. Carroll's coming off a 5-game hitting streak, hitting .364. That pitch is just in the box. 3-1. Giants fans, hey, thank you very much for checking in. Draven, how's it going? Almost got hit by an 18-wheeler today. Well, that is not good. Burrows in the windup. And the pitch. High. Swing. Strike 2 to Carroll. So now we've got a full count. Pirates wearing their black jerseys with a cobra above the left shoulder. And the pitch. Swing, hit. That's going to be a line to left to right field. Reynolds Deadpools that. 1 down. Hey, Dr. DeLay's dad. Yes, again, I appreciate your support coming in and listening to me today. Hello, hope you have a good game. I hope so, District Nation. Thank you so much. I hope we do. Triskadeca 13 and District Nation, thank you very much again. Giants fan 56. We've got a curveball slicing in there. Marte wasn't expecting that on a welcome home. 0-1 the count to Marte, who's batting .287. And the pitch outside. Marte swings at that one. 0-2 the count to Marte. Ketel Marte batting at 287, 20 homers, 41 ribbies, pitches low, swings in the dirt. Oh, man. Tags him out. Dropped strike. Swing, drops, tags him out, 2 down. So 1 strikeout now for Burrows. That brings up Perdomo batting 283. And the windup and pitch is high. Ball 1. Rising Rhino. How you doing? Butterfly. Hey, hello. Double HLO. All right, there's the pitch. Outside, cuts in the corner. Bottom right corner. 1-1 the count. He just nipped that on the box. And the pitch. Way outside, hits the same corner. I mean, it's right on the outside. Right on the outside corner. 1-2 the count to Perdomo. And the windup and pitch. Outside, swings it foul. That would have been a ball. 1-2 the count remains. Perdomo calls time. He says, "Perdóname, necesito un minuto, por favor." Burrows is like, "Hey, let's go, man. How much time can you take?" All right, Burrows in the windup. And the pitch, right up. Oh, just misses. 2-2. All right, historically, 2-2. With 2 out, deuce is wild. This next pitch will be a ball. Perdomo, don't swing at it. He swings. It's a pop-up. It's right down third base line. It is out of there. 3 up, 3 down. And the Diamondbacks go down to the top of the first. No runs, no hits, and 1 strikeout. All right, that's going to bring up the bottom of the first inning. All right, let's go ahead and check the chat box. Got a lot of chat going on here this Friday night. All right, Seth Messerschmidt, Sooner, Eagles, Orioles. Soto got traded to the Mets. Unbelievable. Butterfly, 9 likes already. Thank you. Seth Messerschmidt, Sooners. Gregory Soto. And the Butterfly says, "Spike that like right now." Ha ha! Playing volleyball. Elizabeth Ronaldo, what's up, Trisk? It's Nick. Nick at night. Might not be night, Nick, where you are, but it's coming up on 5:40, 5:47 here in Central Texas. 6:47 out in Pittsburgh. Wow. Elizabeth Ronaldo, hello. I didn't get a haircut. I got a couple hairs cut. But yeah, I got a little shave. This should take me 2 months till I need to get it cut again. This is my old military haircut. Thank you for noticing. Hey, what's up, Butterfly, says Nick. All right, so we got a game here tonight. Again, the Pirates coming off of 3 wins against the Detroit Tigers. Now taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, Pittsburgh starting lineup. We got Horowitz, 249 on first base. McCutchen, DH. Reynolds in right field. Gonzalez at second base. Cruz in center field. Tommy Pham at left field. Hayes Mays at third base. Davis at catcher. And then Isaiah Kiner Falefa at shortstop batting 9th. All right, so here we go. Horowitz, who hit a grand slam last game. He rips that one foul off of Nelson. Haven't seen Nelson's stats yet. There we go, 6-2. He's got a 3.52 ERA, 84 innings, gave up 9 home runs, 26 walks, 69 strikeouts. Opponent's average is 204. All right, so Nelson with his second pitch. He's in the windup. And the pitch inside almost hits Horowitz. 1-1. Spencer's hitting 249, 3 home runs, including that grand slam in the last game. And the pitch. Hits that one, skies it to left field. Most likely going to be one down, and it is. All right, that's going to bring up Double Deuce McCutcheon. Double Deuce McCutcheon. Where is my Double Deuce McCutcheon card? Do we have it here? Where'd it go? See if I can find it here in a second. All right, there's the pitch. Inside the Kutch. Inside the Kutch. One and 0 to McCutcheon. Nelson in the windup. The pitch is right over the middle. McCutcheon fouls that one back. I don't know where it went. I have no idea. I don't know what happened to him. All right, here comes the pitch. That is going to be outside. 2-1 the count to Kutch. 2-1 to count to Double Deuce. McCutcheon batting .255. Had a couple hits yet the other day. High. But they're going to call that one a strike. So 2-2. Double Deuce to Double Deuce. He hits that one. He hits that one high. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. Oh, we caught it. Diving by Guerrero Jr. All right. Hey, what's up, Butterfly? It's 340 and 105 degrees out. Yes. Very good out there. Looks good. Hey, Nick, says the Butterfly. Seth says, I hope the Phillies beat the Yankees. Me too. Elizabeth, that's Nick. Nick says, what branch were you in, Trisk? The RMY. 13 años. It's 88 degrees in Austin. And there's a swing and a miss to Deadpool Reynolds. He's batting .237. 0-1 the count. Seth says it's 90 in Baltimore. Balmy 90. Pretty sure that the humidity index in Baltimore is pretty high. All right, Nelson with pitch number 10. Come on, Reynolds. Let's get a hit. Nelson with the pitch. Reynolds hits it. Is it going? He's going to make it. No! Oh! Oh, it got him and just, oh. He pushed it, but 1, 2, 3 down go the Pirates. And it's 0-0 after 1. All right, enjoying the stream. Hit that like button, subscribe, and never miss a live play-by-play from Dr. Delay. Butterfly, yes, that is very sad about Hulk Hogan. I heard that yesterday. It's hard to believe because we just saw him. I guess we saw clips of what he said and what he did. I think it was, he was supporting one of the candidates, and he was out there cheering, and I think he ripped off his shirt. I mean, he looked good, and I know that he's been doing other things out there, and I had no idea that he was in the hospital and that he was having some problems with some surgery and recovery from surgery, which is always tough and rough, and you don't know what happens in surgery. And yes, there's always things out there. It's like, oh, well, did something happen to him? What happened? It's crazy. I was shocked. I mean, that guy at 71 years old was very healthy looking. So rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania. Who is going to homer for Baltimore? I don't know. I would say Lamar Jackson. Let's see. Seth says maybe Gunnar Henderson. Butterfly, you are welcome. Yes, I enjoyed it. I still have dreams about being in the Army. I never went into a war zone or anything like that. I was here on the home front all my years. I was a supporting staff behind him, made E6. So I was that staff sergeant who tried to make sure all your paperwork got through and was filed correctly. Made sure you get paid on time. All right, then we had a pitch. Missed that one, I apologize. Well, one, because it wasn't on the screen. They just came back. All right, 0-1 the count to Suarez. There's a pitch. Swing, fouls that one back. 0-2. I'll get back to the chat here in a moment. Burrows with 17 pitches under his belt. Going to pitch 0-2 to Suarez. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. That's going to be 1-2. Nick, I was in the Marines and had to pay a lot to switch over, so I was in the Army for 6 years and a few months. Nick, thank you for your service. That pitch was also low and outside. The count is now 2-2 to Suarez. Suarez's career versus Pirates are .267. He's hit 127 games against the Pirates. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Burrows. He has 127 games against the Pirates in his career. That's a lot of games to get some stats. So, Nick, thank you for your service. And the pitch. Swing! It's hit to left center. No, right center field. And cruises underneath it. Open glove. He's got him. 2 down to Del Castillo. Del Castillo was batting .417. Again, Pirates wearing their black jersey with the Pittsburgh in bubble calligraphy with the number on the bottom left and Cobra on the top left. Swing. Oh, no swing. I'm sorry, but that was inside, but they called it a strike. 0-1 to Gurriel Jr. Gurriel Jr. is batting .245. And the pitch. Swing. No, sorry. Over the plate. Boom, I got swing in my head. He's not swinging. So let's see if we can get this no swing third strike to Gurriel Jr. And the pitch. He did check swing. Struck him out. Struck him out to end the inning. 6 up, 6 down here in Pittsburgh. All right, let's see. Hold on. Army paid. I missed something. Army paid you a lot to switch. All right. Good for you. Phillies have a better record than the Yankees. I think so. If I check over here, I go to standings, and I can't show that, but the Yankees are 56-46, and the Phillies are 58-44. So, yes. Yes, they do. All right, Butterfly, I think the neck and spine surgery may have contributed. Yeah, those are the surgeries that I was talking about. I didn't really know everything, but I remember reading about those. So, again, tough. You know, you do that sport, and, again, we look at it, and we're like, okay, so much of it's fake, but there is a lot of stuff. You're putting a lot of wear and tear on your body, and, yeah, you get the surgeries, and the surgery's like, well, it's got a 60% chance of success. Well, that means it has a 40% chance of unsuccess. So, Nick, thank you for your service, says Butterfly. And, yeah, Seth says Phillies have 58 wins, Yankees have 56. Baseball phone call. BB phone call. All right. Hey, those of you that have checked in tonight, if this is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Dr. DeLay is on vacay, went to PA with his wife A. They're on their way home. They're probably in Kentucky about right now, if not Virginia. And they plan on being back tomorrow. All right, Nelson on the mound. Getting ready to start the bottom of the second, and Gonzalez pitches that. Gonzalez punches it into right field. Foul! Bounces into the stands. Almost counts 0-1. I know the Dr. DeLay and his wife are planning on going to the game tonight. They would have got that shirt. That's a really nice shirt that's out there. Everybody's wearing that Steel City football. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading someone's lanyard. Just a really nice baseball. All right, Nelson is on the mound. Hits that one low in the dirt. It's kind of like a plumish color, plum red almost. Not quite Arizona Diamondback red, but like a plum red shirt. All right, 1-1 the count to Gonzalez. All right, Nelson in the windup with the pitch. Inside, almost a little chin music for Gonzalez as pitch number 13 is a ball. 2-1 the count. All right, Nelson with the windup and the pitch. Swing, fouls that one back. 2-2. Or 2-1. No, 2-2. What? Come on, score. Score's a little behind. All right, so 2-2 the count. Pirates are 42-61. Arizona's 50-53. All right, Nelson with the pitch. Swing, fouls that one back down the first base line. The Arizona, they're thinking, man, if we go in there and sweep the Pirates, we'll be at 500. Pirates, if they can get a couple games, stay above 400. That's what they'd like to do. All right, Gonzalez digs in. Nelson with the pitch. Swings, pumps that one foul down the first place line. Still 2-2. Gonzalez is the leadoff hitter here at the bottom of the second. Nick Gonzalez is 5'9", 200 pounds, bats right, throws right. He's from Tucson, Arizona, so he probably grew up a Diamondbacks fan. And the pitch, way outside, 3-2 the count to Gonzalez. Again, those of you that have checked in, thank you very much. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, Gonzalez with the pitch on Nelson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nelson gets a strikeout. So that's Nelson's first strikeout after 4 batters. And that brings up O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz was the league leader in base steals. Has 33. Not sure if he's still there. But Cruz is only batting .219, but he's got 16 home runs to go with that. If you did not know, Cruz is 6'7". All right, Nelson in the windup. Steps off, steps back on, throws it over the plate. Quick strike. 0-1 the count to Cruz. Cruz has also got 16 homers. Had a home run against the Tigers. All right, there's the pitch. Swing. Fouls that one down third base. 0-2 the count to Cruz. Cruz has a band around his right arm. It's called the monkey. I'm not really sure what that's all about. If someone knows, please let me know. And the pitch from Nelson. High, check swing, doesn't go. 1-2. The baseball purist, welcome. Hello, good sir, he says. Hello right back to you. All right, Nelson with the pitch. Outside, that's going to be 2-2. All right, we've got 2-2 with 1 out in the top of the second. Not sure if you call this Deuces Wild. All right, Nelson in the windup. Oh, 22 pitches. Outside, he punches that one into center field. Is it going to drop? No, he caught it. 2 down. Curveball cut him out just in front a bit, and he punched that into left center field. All right, so that's 2 down. Nelson's retired the first 5 batters here in Pittsburgh. All right, that's going to bring up TP, Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham's batting .256. That pitch is right over the middle. Tommy looks at that one and says, I'll take the next one, 0-1. All right, Nelson in the windup. And the pitch. Inside, almost a little chin music to TP. Tommy Pham's got 4 homers, 27 RBIs. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Here comes the pitch. Swings that one outside. That's going all the way to the wall. Off the wall. He's got a double. Tommy Pham's got a double. Could be a triple. It is a triple, a 2-out triple for TP, Tommy Pham. Off the Parker wall. Just missed a home run, probably by about 12 inches. High off the wall. It was off his glove. He could have caught it. Misjudged that. All right, that's going to bring Brian Hayes Mays, who's batting .243 now after a good outing against the Detroit Tigers. That pitch is inside, 1-0. All right, we've got a 2-out base runner here at the bottom of the second. Tommy Pham, that's his first triple this season. All right, Nelson in the windup. There's the pitch just outside. That was a full 2 balls outside, and they called a strike, 1-1. Man, how are you calling that one a strike? 2 balls away from the box. All right, that's the pitch. Punches that one right to second base. 4 up, 3 down. So the Pirates, with 1 hit, no runs, they go down with nothing. Yeah, those plum t-shirts look really nice. They're showing those. All right, again, those of you that have checked in, thank you so much for checking in today. Appreciate that. If you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. No cuesta nada. Es gratis. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Appreciate it. All right, I've got some football cards here tonight, so we're going to look at those, the bottom here. Some of these are actually pretty good, or were at one time. Here we've got a Randy Moss 98 Showcase rookie card. Pretty nice. Uh-oh. All right, Pittsburgh fans. Hines Ward 98 Crown Royale rookie card. One of the best receivers in Pittsburgh history. All right, here we've got Kansas City 2000 Bowman, who in the 2000 year was a rookie in Kansas City. I'll give you a hint. He loved to run back kickoffs for touchdowns. Boom! Dante Hall. Rookie card. All right, we've got a Barry Sanders special. An insert card, pretty nice. We've got a Topps Finest Barry Sanders. This one is numbered to 500. It's got all his stats on the back. Again, pretty cool. We got another Randy Moss rookie year insert. This is from Upper Deck. All right. Ooh, we got another couple good ones there coming up. See what they are. All right, we are going to top third, and that pitch is right over the plate. 1-0, or sorry, 0-1 to McCarthy. Took that one looking. And the pitch. Inside, all the way down, check swing. No go, 1-1 to McCarthy. All right, Nick says Ryan McMahon to the Yankees. Ghana, Arizona. Hopefully not, unless you're an Arizona fan, Axel Ayala. We're going to just call you A squared. A squared, and I know we got a B squared coming up. If you add U in the B squared, I guess you get C squared. All right, McCarthy. McCarthy's batting 140. 1-2 the count. Burrows is on pitch number 28. Here we are in the top of the third inning. Still 0-0. Burrows in the stretch. There's the pitch. Oh, he curves that one inside. Fouls that one back off his foot. 1-2. All right, McCarthy, of course, is a left-handed batter, giving him a slight advantage over the right-handed pitcher. All right, striped base, nice cards. I collect UFC cards. All right. Swing, that one's gone down the third base line. UFC cards came out after I closed my shop, so I have no UFC. I think we bought one box of wrestling back in the 2000 era. And the windup and the pitch. Swing, punches that one right to second. And it's hit there to Horwitz and out number 1. So McCarthy is down. We've had 7 up, 7 down. That's going to bring up Mr. Spanish, or I mean Mr. English, your first baseman. This will be his opening or his first at-bat in the majors. So what is this first at-bat for English going to be? Swing, his first pitch is a foul back. 0-1 the count to English. Or I should say, it's at least his first at-bat in the National League. I don't know where else he might have played. Or at least this year. All right, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That would have been ball 2. 0-2 to English. Oh, okay. So he's actually had 4 at-bats. He's just 0 for 4. Got it. All right, and the pitch. Swings that one, chops that one down the third base line. So English is 0 for 4. He's batting 0. But again, he's only had 4 at-bats. So as soon as he gets that first hit, this is going to jump his batting average up tremendously. All right, here comes the pitch. Swings that one, fouls it back. Still 0-2 the count. Mickey's over here. She's looking for some attention. And the pitch. Swings that one, chops it foul down the third base line. As Harry Callis would say, bounding ball foul down the third base line. All right, Burrows, the stretch. There's a pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. All right, it's going to bring 2 down. Herrera's up. Herrera's batting 190. 0-1 to count after that swing and a miss. Burrows is already at 37 pitches. Jose's got 1 home run, 14 RBIs. And the pitch. Bottom left corner inside. They're going to count that strike 2. All right, Burrows in the stretch. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Burrows. Another strikeout. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. All right, let's see what else we got. This is a second year Randy Moss, Topps insert. Pretty cool if you're a Randy Moss fan. All right, this is a second year Manning, Topps finest. At the time, it booked $60. It's numbered to 150. So as you can see, I sold things for less than half book at the time. This one also really nice. This is also another Manning. I'm not sure if this is 2000, 2001 Pacific. Numbered to 86. Number 54 out of 86. Again, back in the 90s and the 2000s and the earlys, numbering less than 500, numbering less than 1,000 was pretty good. Nowadays, oh, it's not 1 of 1. Everybody wants that 1 of 1, and there's so many 1 of 1s. All right, here is a Peyton Manning rookie card. Collector's Edge rookie card. Peyton Manning. One of the greatest quarterbacks to ever grace a uniform. All right, this is a second year Manning card. This is a Prism, another Pacific. No numbers on the back, just a cool looking card. Book 10, I was selling it for $3. All right, this is a Topps finest Peyton Manning, I think from 1999. Another nice card. All right, we're getting ready to go to the bottom of the third. Davis, the catcher, coming to the plate. Davis is batting 182. Oh, wow. I got some stuff I got to read here. I missed that. All right, I missed that opening pitch. All right, Nelson on the mound. All right, Davis. Did he get hit by a pitch and that's why he's on first? Yeah, he got hit by a pitch and that's why he's on first base. So now we've got a leadoff base runner. Kiner Falefa is on up. He's up, batting 271. That pitch is high. Ball 1. Butterfly, 12 likes. Please hit that like button. Yes, please hit that like button. Someone needs to score. Only if it's a Pirate. I don't want no rattlesnakes scoring. All right, Isaiah Kiner. In. He punches that one back behind the plate. 1-1. This guy was my algebra teacher. The relatable cruiser. Okay. I'm going to need a little more than that. I'm not sure. The relatable cruiser. All right, that's a swing. He punches out to short. Is it going to be a double play? No! Safe at first. Falefa has run too fast. Gets on with the fielder's choice. So 1 down, but Falefa is on base. So I got to find out who Relatable Cruiser is. Give me some hints. If you're out there, Relatable Cruiser, give me a little hint so I can figure out who you are. All right, Horowitz up. He hits it hard down the foul line on first base. 0-1. All right, Butterfly, message was retracted. Tom Brady and Mannings are the greats. Yes, they are. I don't have a lot of Brady stuff. I sold most of them, and they got lost in the mail. Thousands of dollars, probably $10,000 worth of Brady rookies. Unbelievable. All right, that pitch is high. It's going to be 1-1. Yeah, too many 1-1s today. The Relatable Cruiser, really? Nice, yes. So, the Relatable Cruiser, I need a hint. Relatable Cruiser. You don't have to tell me who you are, but give me a hint so I can figure it out. And then give me a year, give me something. All right, that hit was high and fouled back. That's going to be 1-2 to Horwitz. Again, Horwitz had a grand slam on Wednesday against Detroit to blow that one wide open. All right, Horwitz digs in. Nelson with the pitch. Swing, fouls that one back. Nelson's count is now getting up close to 40. 1-2 to count to Horwitz. Horwitz. Davis takes the lead. That pitch is high. 2-2. All right, we don't have deuces wild, but 2-2 the count. Number 2 is Horwitz. All right, Nelson in the windup. And the pitch inside. Full count to Horwitz. Is he going to have the green light? All right, if I'm pitching, I'm going to throw probably a slider on the outside corner. So let's see what Nelson decides. I'm throwing a slider on left corner. He throws it high outside, way outside. Horwitz is going to walk, and we've got 2 men on with 1 out. So could this be something for the Pirates? Although historically they do not score well with guys on base. They had a couple good hits against Detroit with men on, but then they also had a couple double plays and almost a triple play the one time. All right, it doesn't look like we're getting any hints from our relatable cruiser. All right, McCutchen batting .255. He takes that first pitch, 0-1. McCutchen fly down in the first. Nelson, wind up. McCutchen hits that one straight to center. That's going to be caught. 2 down. Do we have? Yes. Looks like Davis is going to make it to third. So we've got runners on the corners for Reynolds. Can Deadpool bring something home? All right, Nelson's already at 42 pitches. All right, Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 1 today. Nelson's getting ready for pitch. Troy Polamalu, 43. All right, Nelson in the windup. And the stretch. And the pitch. Hits that one down the third base line. Foul. 0-1 to count to Reynolds. Again, Reynolds is 236. 10 homers, 50 RBIs, grounded out in the first inning. All right, and the pitch. A little bit high. 1-1. All right, and the pitch. A little bit high. It's going to be 2-1. Yeah, I'm trying to think the relatable cruiser. If he was the one that chimed in the other day, I know who that is. So I'm not sure, but I just don't remember the relatable cruiser. All right, and the pitch. High inside. Didn't swing. Now we've got a 3-1 count to Reynolds. All right, we've got 2 outs. Guys on the corner. Reynolds, if he can get a hit, definitely will score a run. And the pitch. Swing! That ball is out there. It's going to be too high, and it's coming down into right field. He caught him. And end of 3. So, a hit by pitch. We had a hit, and we had a walk. One hit. No, I think the one hit was earlier. So anyway, either way, there's no score. I apologize. That one's on me. All right, so end of 3, still 0-0. All right, let's dig back in here and let's see what else we got. I have a baseball card here. The famous 1999 pitcher for the Yankees, Alfonso Soriano, rookie card. Is this just a regular Bowman? It's a Bowman. It's not Bowman Chrome. It's a Bowman highlight card. Or maybe it is a Chrome. I don't remember. It looks a little shiny. All right, we've got an Edgar and James rookie card from 99 Fleer EX. This is cool. It's a see-through card. Always liked that. That's cool. Here we have a Kurt Warner. What is this? Numbered to 3,000. This is a rookie insert of Kurt Warner, numbered 1371 out of 3,000. Yeah, these are cool. I always liked the see-through cards. I thought they were pretty awesome. Here we have a 1999 Top Stars of the Game, Barry Sanders. And this is number 870 out of 1999. All right, we'll get to some more of those a little bit later. All right, they're showing some children out there in the Pittsburgh area. All right, Burrow's on the mound still. There to pitch, swing right down the first base line. Carroll 0-1. Carroll's still batting at 249. Burrows on the mound. He's in the stretch. There's the pitch. Bounces that one back behind the catcher. 0-2. Corbin Carroll, C squared. This is the C squared. I think we had an A squared earlier and a B squared. Carroll's the C squared. All right, Burrows pitches that one high. Carroll hits it high down the left line. It's then caught in left field, and we got one down. So 10 up and 10 down for Burrows. 42 pitches. Jackie Robinson count of pitches. It's going to bring up Marte. Marte struck out in the first inning. Marte's batting average dropped 1%. It's now down to 286. Burrows in the stretch, pitches that one outside. Marte takes it 1-0. Did I collect any of those Excalibur cards? I'm not sure what the Excalibur, if that was like Magic or something, no. I did not collect anything like that. I think I bought one box to sell, and I wound up selling it all, and I didn't even bother. 1-1 to count to Marte. He swings at that one, fouls it back down the third base line into the crowd. 1-2 to Marte. Burrows has thrown 9 balls and 36 strikes on his 45 pitches. He's in the stretch. There's the pitch. Swings over that one. Right back to the catcher. 1-2 the count. So again, Burrows has been hitting it inside the strike zone on 75% of his pitches. Give or take. I didn't do the exact math. Burrows in the stretch. There's the pitch low in the dirt. Of course, I just gave him credit for all his strikeouts. Now it's 2-2. All right, Burrows. And the pitch way outside. Full count now, 3-2 to Burrows. To Marte. All right, again, I'm pitching low outside. Let's see what Burrows does. He pitches right down the middle. Marte swings it, fouls it back to the backstop. Sorry. Still 3-2 the count. Marte is battling. 7 pitches so far. Pitch number 8 on the way. He fouls that one back. Ketel Marte digs in. Burrows with the pitch. Swing, fouls that one down the right field line. We've got 10 pitches now to Marte. Burrows, what do I got to throw at this guy? And the pitch. Outside, walked him on 11 pitches. Marte hustles down to first base. A little Pete Rose action. Running to first. All right, Burrows now is going to try to get into a double play situation. All right, what else we got? Excalibur was like top, stun rust, or upper deck. I do not recall that. My dad had a bunch of those cards in packs. Were expensive. All right, that is a Perdomo hits that one foul. I'm trying to think if it was at Topps Excalibur. I'd have to look at that. It's possible unless it was upper deck. Geraldo's batting .282. Here comes the pitch. Inside, that's going to be 1-1. I think I know what you're talking about. So I think it was a brand of Topps, but no, I never got anything that was that expensive because my markup was only a few percent, and it probably wouldn't have sold where I was. But again, to make the money, you got to spend it. You know, I bought a couple boxes that were over 100, like Upper Deck Signature and things like that, and real tough to sell. Perdomo swings. That one is that foul? Just foul. Oh, man. He thought it was fair, but it was right to the right of the foul line. Wow, 1-2. That sounded like a home run. Yeah. No one caught it. Almost hit the guy sitting there, though, drinking his beer, I think. All right, Perdomo, 1-2. Guy on first, 1 down. Perdomo digs in. Burrows with the pitch. Inside, he's got to suck his gut in. 2-2 the count. Burrows working on 20 pitches this inning already. And the pitch. Inside again. 3-2 again. Burrows pitched his first 50 pitches very good. But these last 7 have been mostly balls. Burrows in the windup. And the stretch. And the pitch over the plate. Swings, gets 1. Doesn't get the leadoff runner. But we've got 2 down. So Perdomo hit it right to first base. He's out. But the turn to second did not make it. So good call by Horowitz. Get the easy out at first. Didn't get the out at second, but that's all right. 2 down. All right, Burrows. A little bit of chat with Davis. Burrows is now at 58 pitches. Those of you that have checked in, thank you very much for watching again. Sorry, Dr. DeLay is not here. He is on the road, traveling either through Kentucky or Virginia. Not sure if he's in Tennessee. All right? But he's out there on his way back to the great state of Texas. That pitch inside, they said he didn't swing. 1-0 to Suarez. They're saying, did he foul tip it? No. Check swing? No. Same thing. It was like a repeat. Oh, that one was way inside. 2-0 the count to Suarez. Eugenio Suarez at 251 with 36 home runs, muchos home runs, 86 RBIs. There's the pitch, swings that one foul down the third base line, and we've got a 2-1 count. All right, we've got a guy on second with 2 outs. If we get another strike here, we're going to have deuces wild on the scoreboard. Burrows with the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Deuces wild on the scoreboard. 2-2. 2 outs. A guy on second. Suarez digs in. Burrows with the pitch. Way outside. 3-2. Again, deuces wild. Goes to 3-2. I would say 85% of the time. Burrows with 63 pitches. And the pitch. Over the plate, swings. That's going right to Burrows. Burrows takes it himself, tags him out. So he gets out of the inning with a lot of pitches. 63 pitches going into the bottom of the 4th inning. So far, Arizona, no runs, no hits, no errors. Pirates coming to bat. Gonzalez, Cruz, Pham. All right, there we go. PAS sent me to give you a thumbs up. All right, thank you. Thank you, Bud. Morale M squared. Who will win? Well, odds are Arizona. Pirates are at home. They play better at home, while Arizona is 50% or less on the road. So Pirates should win, but Arizona probably the better team. All right, I know you want back to the cards. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to show you a picture, and you got to tell me who it is. All right, here's a guy with no helmet. You got to show me. Who is this guy? Who is he? Played for the Broncos. Who could he be? Now, later on, when Dr. DeLay gets this kind of stuff, when he gets all his 500 subscribers and all this stuff, we can do stuff like this. First person that gets it wins the card. And we come up with some way to get the card to you. That'll be really cool. So, who is this guy? Who is he? Who knows who he is? He is a Denver Bronco from the past. All right. Can't show you these other cards yet. All right. Let's see. 5 more likes for 20. Come on, D-Backs, says Beastie. I love the D-Backs, but no, everyone is getting traded. Not much to play for now. Butterfly says M squared. Hello. Man, we're already back. All right, bottom 4, Nick Gonzalez to get a hit plus 250. Nick Gonzalez, don't go betting, but if you do, it's plus 250 on him. Want to know the count to Gonzalez. Nelson's already at 48 pitches. Can he get to 60 through 4? Gonzalez, 0 for 1. Nelson in the windup. Gonzalez hits that one back behind the dugout. 1-1. Nick Gonzalez again, 256. He struck out in the second. Nick's got 4 homers, 15 RBIs to go with them. All right, and the pitch inside, sucks his gut in. 1-1 the count. Elizabeth, you got it, Nick. Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis. Yes, sir. I got some other TD cards for you. Great job, Nick. Swing, Nick hits that one. Can he beat the run? Oh, no, the pitcher Nelson beat him to the bag. So if you bet that he was going to get a hit, sorry. All right, so Gonzalez goes down, and that brings up O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz is 0 for 1 tonight. Nelson got away with that one, only 3 pitches, 51 pitches. Pitching to Cruz. All right, O'Neal, left-handed batter. Nelson, right-handed pitcher. With the pitch high, Cruz hits that one right to second. This is going to be, oh, Cruz slowed down. He didn't run it out like Pete Rose would. So one pitch, Cruz is out, 2 down. Nelson's at 52 pitches. He's going to be ahead of the pitch count as far as the innings go. Bottom of the 4th, Tommy Pham comes up. Tommy Pham is 1 for 1. He's got the lone hit of the game. That's inside. Tommy Pham says, whoa, I ain't swinging at that. 1-0 the count. Marlon Briscoe, says Butterfly. And the pitch. Swing. Oh, he's got that one to third. Is it going to be a long throw? He's got him. So 1, 2, 3 go down the Pirates. Unfortunate. Here we go, top 5. All right, got a couple other cards here. We've got an Eric Moulds. I could have probably shown the face, see if anyone could guess that one. Because this is a college uniform. And he was what? Was he a Sooner? No, Mississippi State. Mississippi State, sorry. Yeah, I don't really know all the colleges. So that's Eric Moulds, a 1996 Score Select. All right, here we go. This is a refractor. Topps and Topps Chrome had refractors. This is a Jerry Rice refractor from, I think it's 99 Topps Chrome. I could have showed that too. Who's that guy, right? All right, this is a really nice card. This is a die cut of Terrell Davis. Die cuts were really big back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Not sure if they still do them, but really neat. Sometimes they would have a regular picture of the card, and then they would do the die cut version. I didn't like that. I liked when the regular die cuts were just a special card. All right, this next one here is one of those see-through from Collector's Edge. This is numbered to 500, Terrell Davis. And you can see it's numbered to 500. Pretty cool. It looks like a triangle card, but it's actually see-through on that part. All right, this one, this is a very odd and rare card. This is from Score, or Pinnacle, I'm sorry. Which Pinnacle Score? This is just an insert, a very rare insert for Terrell Davis. All right, so we are back. Burroughs throws that one over the plate to Del Castillo, 1-0. Castillo's 0 for 1. Burroughs is already at 66 pitches with that one outside, ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Castillo, who's batting .385. Flew out in the second inning. Pitch is low, 3-0 the count to Burroughs. Burroughs was pitching balls all last inning. Basically, every pitch after pitch 50 was a ball. Here comes Burroughs. Right over the plate, outside corner. Castillo thought it was outside, but it just nipped that little frame of a box. 3-1 the count. There the pitch. He swings that one. Is that one flying high all the way to Reynolds and gets the catch? He got out of that one lucky. That one was a sky-high fly. Catfish Hunter. Hall of Fame weekend. He had a stash. They're throwing some highlights. Catfish for the A's, for the Yankees. All right, Burroughs now throws that one over the plate, punches that one down the third. Long throw. He's safe. Gurriel runs that one out. He pushes it. Long throw from third. So he beat the tag, and the Arizona Diamondbacks have a 1-out base runner. Really not much he could have done. He got rid of it quick, but he beat the tag. So it looks like they've got someone up in the bullpen now for the Pirates. All right, McCarthy up. That pitch is over the plate. McCarthy digs in. Burrows with the pitch. Swings that one. He's going to get a base hit into left center. So we've got guys on first and second, and I think someone's knocking at the door. I'll be right back. It's just the cat on the treadmill. Little Mickey making a little noise. All right, English is up. He's 0 for 1, but he's got 2 guys on with 1 out. There's the pitch outside again. Burrows, again, first 4 innings were pretty darn good. But then he started hitting balls out there, and now he's just hitting everything outside. English struck out in the 3rd, but he's got a 1-0 count now. Oh, did we get him? He tried to throw it to second. Gurriel made it. Oh, you know what? It is Friday night. I didn't even turn on the scoreboard for the other games. Let me see if I can get that going. I apologize. That's a swing, chops that one foul. We've got a 1-1 count. All right, Burrows in the windup. And the stretch. There's the pitch outside. 2-1. All right, Burrows in the stretch. Hits that one down. We've got someone at third. Long pass. Oh, so 2 down. So runners advance. 2 down. So 2 outs, 2 on for Herrera. Tomorrow night it's Kelly against Haney. Kelly's 9-5. Haney is 4-9. All right, what else we got? We got the Yankees are up 2-0 on the Phillies. Uh-oh, we've got a pitching trip to the mound. Pitching coach trip to the mound. All right, Detroit's up 1-0 on Toronto. They're 60-44 after their 3 losses. A win will put them a half a game behind Toronto. A loss will put them 2.5 games behind Toronto. All right, Baltimore up 4-0 over Colorado at Baltimore. That's at the bottom of the 2nd. The Reds up 1-0 over the Tampa Bay Pirates and the bottom 2. St. Louis up 1-0 over San Diego, and we're back to the game. Burrows with the pitch over the middle, chopped that one right to second, and we've got to Horowitz. He got out of the inning. Burrows, we may see another pitcher at the top of the 6th. So we go into bottom 5. All right, let's go back to the scoreboard. St. Louis over San Diego, 1-0 at the end of 2. Chi Sox and Cubbies are tied at 0 going into the bottom of the 1st inning. And Texas and Atlanta are warming up, as are Houston and the A's, Minnesota and Washington. All right, so that takes us through. All right, here we have another Pinnacle. Is this a rookie card? No, this is a first-year card. It's just a neat one. So that's a 96, Terrell Davis. Not a rookie. but still pretty nice. All right, here was one of my first Terrell Davis rookie cards. This, I always liked it. I also have one of him in gold like this. The 95 Fleer Ultra Series 2. That's where this came from. These were so cool. I was able to get the boxes pretty cheap. We cracked a lot of them open. A lot of rookies in the Fleer Ultra Series 2, including Shannon Sharp, which was really awesome. All right, I know this guy's got a lot of bad blood. You can probably chime in. Nick, you got to run. Got some errors. Have a good night if you're not back in time. Hey, Nick, thank you much. Have a great evening. This guy right here, a lot of people don't like Brett Favre for whatever reason. I was a big fan of his during his playing days. I know he's had some issues off the field. I don't know what's true, what's not true with some of the stuff. I don't know. You know, we tend to glorify our heroes, our sports heroes, that is, and we hate to know and things that are bad. I mean, I'm still brokenhearted about the OJ thing. You know, that's still crazy. It's hard to believe that someone that you watched run and play and then, of course, was an actor, someone that you enjoyed watching, you know, does things that you just wouldn't think they would do. Oh, Herrera got hurt running last inning, so I don't know what's up with Herrera. I guess we're going to find out. All right, here we go. Bottom 5. Pirates need to get some base runners on base so they can get some hits. Butterfly, thank you. 15 likes. So Herrera's on the bench. All right, Nelson in the windup with the pitch. Lowe takes the corner. Did they give it to him? No, that was in the zone, but they didn't give it to him. Hayes 1-0. All right, Nelson in the windup. And the pitch. Right over the middle. Right in the center of the frame. 1-1 to Hayes. Hayes batting .242. All right, Nelson in the windup with the pitch. Swings that one high. That's going to be infield fly. No, it's outside right, shallow center field. 1 down. Hounds Hayes is the first out. That's going to bring up Davis. Davis was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. Number 32, wearing Franco Harris's jersey. Nelson with pitch number 58. So this will be the Jack Lambert pitch outside 1-0. So now pitch 59, which is going to be Jack Ham pitch. 1-0 the count. Nelson in the dirt. That's going to bring up pitch number 60. I don't know who that is. Sorry. 2-0 count here coming up. Bottom 5. No score in this pitcher's duel. Nelson in the windup and the stretch with the pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. 2-1. Nelson's got just 1 strikeout so far today, where I think Burrows has 5. Can check on that in a minute. Nelson digs in. There's the pitch. Outside. He punches it into shallow. Does he get it? He got it. Covered a lot of ground there. So let's see what's going on. Yes, he still has 5. Burrow still has 5. All right, they're going over some stuff that happened yesterday. All right, Nelson with the pitch. Kiner Falefa at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Batting .270 with 2 outs. Grounded out into a fielder's choice in the 3rd. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was so low. Man. 0-2 the count to Falefa. All right, Nelson with pitch 64. High. Way high. 1-2 the count. All right, Nelson. Trying to get out of the inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. So now he's got 2 strikeouts. We are going to the top of the 6th inning. We've got 2 hits, no runs, 3 left on base for Arizona, and 1 hit, no runs, 3 left on base for the Pirates. All right, let's see what else we got here. We've got a John Elway scoreboard numbered out of 1900 and is at 89. 1989 out of, so this was 1545. That's a 1999. This would have been his last year, I believe. All right, here we have that gold card I was telling you about from Fleer Ultra. So these were 1 per pack. So kind of, not rare, but rare to get an individual one. All right, this one is another Brett Favre insert. Really cool. From Pacific. All right, this is a little older. Now, this was way back in the early 90s before there was numbering. Topps would come up with some special way to have parallel cards. This was their black gold. This is a Troy Aikman black gold. I don't know really how rare they are. This one's slightly off center in the back. Looks good on the front. Well, a little off center on the front too. All right, here we have another Brett Favre. This is a True Colors. This is a Topps Stadium Club Chrome 99, which was really cool. They were really cool looking cards, but for some reason they didn't go well as a collector. This is another Topps insert, another Brett Favre. All right, we've got Burrows still on the mound, so he's pitching. Talking about Connor Griffin, 9th overall pick in the 2024 MLB draft. All right, Burrows throws that one over the plate, swings that one foul down the right field line. 0-2 the count to C-Square, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Burrows, though, is getting ready for his 80th pitch. Corbin now batting .249. And the pitch. Outside high. Fouls that one back down the third base line. Rising Rhino, R squared. You like the black gold cards. All right. I never got too many of them because I didn't collect that much. That pitch over the plate, a little bit to the left, but swung foul down the first base line. Still 0-2. So nobody's in the bullpen. So I was mistaken. This pitch is over the plate. That's going to be a base hit. We've got a leadoff base runner. He's going to second. He's out at second. Why did C-Square try to go to second? Little confused. It was a little bit of a slow hit out towards second, but it was shallow enough that Cruz was able to get him out pretty quick. Cruz gets him out. Good try by Carroll, but he was out. Oh, was he out? Are they going to fight that? He was on the base. I don't know. I think he might have won, but that didn't happen. That was right to first base. He's out. That's 2. I think Carroll actually had his foot on the bag. They may show that again. They may. Here they are. They're showing it. And Carroll comes in. I think his foot touched the bag before the ball in the glove hit him. But Perdomo is up 0-2 with 2 out. Lewis Lips pitch count at 83, coming up to 84. Burrows with the pitch inside, but that's called strike to Perdomo, 0-1. And the pitch. Outside in the dirt almost. 1-1 the count to Perdomo. And the pitch. Right over the middle. That one's hit into right field. Is Reynolds going to get it? He dead pulls it over. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th. We got a hit, but no runs. So Arizona with 3 hits, 3 left on base, and no outs. Pirates with 1 hit, 3 left on base, and no out. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. All right, so what do we got here? We have a Troy Aikman numbers game. This is, I believe, a Fleer Mystique. That's on the back, so there could be something crazy on the back, but that is on the front. I believe this was covered on the front at one time. All right, next we've got a Lone Star Legends. This was a Topps. Was this Topps Chrome? Yeah, this came in regular Topps and Topps Chrome. You got Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman. All right, here we have a Emmitt Smith Measure of Greatness card. These were kind of cool. Again, from Topps. All right, we have. All right, this I'm going to ask you who it is. Number 82 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who could that be? Who can name him? Who out there can name this guy? This is a 2002 Topps Chrome. So 2002 rookie, number 82 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, while you are thinking about that one, let's see what else we got. Detroit still up 1-0 on top of... But where'd that go? Oh, it's 1-1 now with Toronto. Yankees still up 2-0 on the Phillies. Baltimore up 4-1 over Colorado. St. Louis 1-0 over San Diego. Nelson gets that first pitch outside, and Horowitz takes it ball 1. So we're now the 3rd run through the lineup. 3rd time through the lineup. That pitch is high and outside. Should be 2-0. All right, Horowitz digs in. That pitch is inside the box, the strike zone. Horowitz looks at it. 2-1 the count. All right, Nelson with the pitch way outside. 3-1 to count to Horowitz. All right, can the Pirates get something going here? 3-1 to count. Let's go, Horowitz. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Over the pitch, Horowitz hits it foul. 3-2. Full count. All right, we're on a little bit of a delay here between what I see and what you see. And the pitch is high. Walked him. Horowitz, leadoff base runner. All right, those of you that have checked in, thank you so much. I am not Dr. Delay. I am Triskaideka. I am filling in for Dr. DeLay while he's on vacay, coming home from PA with his wife A. And now McCutchen is up. McCutchen is 0 for 2. Nelson in the stretch. Pitches way outside, top side. That's going to be 1-0 the count. In the bullpen, Isaac Matson is up for the Pirates. All right, McCutchen. Pirates trying to get something started. McCutchen digs in. Nelson. Oh, they're a little chat now. Herrera went out to talk to him on the mound. They're just sitting there talking. Showing a picture of Paul Skeens on the TV. He still might be traded before next week. I don't know when that trade deadline is. They had a couple other Pirates that may be gone. All right, we got Cincinnati and Tampa Bay tied at 1. Toronto's up 2-1 over Detroit. Nelson now back on the mound. 1-0 to McCutchen. Nelson in the windup and stretch. Pitch. McCutchen hits that one foul behind the plate. Into the stands. 1-1. St. Louis up 1-0 over San Diego. End of 3. San Diego's got 3 hits, but nobody has scored. McCutchen digs in. Nelson with the pitch. Swings that one, fouls it back. It is out of play. 1-2 the count. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. If Kutch would have hit that square on, it'd be 2-0 Pirates. McCutchen has 2 flyouts today, batting .254. Nelson in the windup and the pitch outside. 2-2. So 2-2. McCutchen is double deuce. And the windup with the pitch outside. 3-2 the count. No outs. Horowitz on base. McCutchen at the plate. Deadpool Reynolds on deck. 3-2 count. Nelson getting ready to pitch. There it is. Swing. He fouls that. No. Skies it into right field. Makes the catch. 1 down. McCutchen has flied out to left center, center field, and now the right field. 0 for 3 is the catch. Those of you that have chimed in, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We like to watch the Pirates games, but we're going to show anything and everything. All right, this pitch, we got a foul back. Is it all the way in the stands? 0-1 to Reynolds. Nelson's been doing a pretty good job of getting out of situations. He's only pitched 78 pitches. Brian Reynolds batting .236. He grounded out and he flew out so far today. We have a leadoff base runner in Horowitz. Hopefully Reynolds doesn't hit into a double play. And the pitch. That one's high, but they're going to call it a strike, even though it was high and outside. 1 whole ball. That's garbage. But again, that goes well with the umps. 0-2 the count to Reynolds. All right, Reynolds steps back in the box. Nelson ready for pitch number 80. Nelson with the pitch. High. No way you can count that one a strike, Mr. Ump. 1-2 the count. All right, again, those of you that have checked in, thank you very much. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the like button. And the pitch. Hits that one. It was high. It would have been ball 2. That's going to be a foul. Still 1-2 to count to Reynolds. Outfield is pretty much straight up. Center right behind second. Right field, left field, even up. There's the pitch. Reynolds fouls that one back. Still 1-2 the count. Keep battling him up. But Nelson's been doing a good job on the mound. Only gave up 1 hit today. He's got 3 strikeouts. Oh, I guess I kind of gave that away. Swung and a miss. That's Nelson's 3rd strikeout. Reynolds now 0 for 3. That's going to bring up Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. He's already struck out. He's batting .255. So Horowitz now is a 2-out base runner. He was a no-out base runner at one time. All right, here we go. They're going to have a meeting of the minds out there. All right, let's see. Let's check on the chat. Nothing much doing in the chat. Kyle Backus is in the bullpen for Arizona. All right, well, we went through those cards, so that's cool. Uh-oh, are they doing a switch? Are they doing a pitching change? Not sure. We're going to see here in a minute. Yep, they may be bringing in another pitcher. So we got some other guys that we're going to look at here. I went through these. I think we showed that. Oh, yes or not? Are they doing it? What's going on? Yeah, they're doing something with the pitchers. All right, I think I went through all these. Oh, no, they're not. Not yet. Okay, well, that was a little confusing. All right, there's the pitch. High, but in the zone. Gonzalez swings. So those we saw already. I'm not going to bother. 0-1 the count to Gonzalez after that swing. High in the zone. Gonzalez hitting .255. Nelson, the windup. And the pitch. Swing inside. That would have been ball 1. 0-2 the count to Gonzo. Oh, and 2 the count. Nelson with the pitch. Swing and fouls that one back, number 86. So pitch number 87, I believe that would be Mark Bruner coming up to the next pitch. Let's see what Gonzalez can do. So Nelson with the pitch. High, that's going to be 2-2 the count, I believe. No, 1-2. 1-2 the count to Gonzo. Looks like clouds are coming in over Pittsburgh. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. Swings at high, ball 2. Struck him out. So we are going to top 7. Pirates leave another man on base. Due up is Suarez, Del Castillo, and Uriel Jr. All right, let's see what else we got here. I've got some wrestling cards. Pretty wild. I don't remember what year this is from. I can't read it. I apologize. I don't know. But 2000 and something. Here we have, who is that? Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Here we have AJ Lee. I think she's married to CM Punk. Rosa Mendez. Eve. Caitlyn. Oksana. Natalia. The Undertaker. Jerry the King Lawler. Alberto Del Rio. Christian. Kevin Nash. Jim Ross. Cactus Jack. Sin Cara. That means without face in Spanish. Kofi Kingston. All right, new pitcher is Isaac Matson. He's pitched 19 games, 21 and a third innings, 2 holds, 2.53 ERA. His first pitch, right over the plate, 93-mile-an-hour fastball to Suarez, who just looks at it. 0-1 the count. And the pitch, high, ball 1. So Burrows had 6 good innings, 5 strikeouts, didn't give up any runs. So that means the decision's going to come in these next couple innings. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count to Suarez. All right, Matson in the windup with the pitch. Right over the plate, swings at that one, fouls it back to the PNC Park wall. 1-2 the count still. Suarez, again, batting .251, struck out and grounded out, but he's got 36 home runs. 27 career home runs against Pittsburgh, and that pitch is way outside. 2-2. All right, here's the pitch. Hits that one sky high. Is that going to be in bounds? It's out of bounds, but caught by the first baseman, Horowitz. 1 down. All right, so Matson gets the opening, or gets the leadoff batter out. That's going to bring up Del Castillo. All right, Matson with the pitch. That one's low and inside, but still a strike. Yes, R² wrestling cards. WWE. I did get an autograph from someone, but I don't remember who it was. It wasn't a big star. That pitch is on the outside corner. Strike 2 to Del Castillo. Again, Del Castillo is batting .357. And the pitch inside, sucks his gut in to avoid getting hit. 1-2 the count. Anthony Desclafani is in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Matson steps back on the rubber. Looks in, and the windup. And the pitch. Way outside. 2-2 the count to Del Castillo. Pirates and D-backs in a scoreless tie here in the top of the 7th inning. Burrows in the windup. Pitch low. Punches that one into left center. That's going to be a base hit. Reynolds throws it to second. But we've got a one-out base runner here for Arizona. All right, Arizona today, tomorrow, and Sunday. They're going to go to San Francisco next week, then to Colorado, and then the Pirates are going to be home against San Francisco and Cincinnati the following week. Cincinnati's going to be a 4-game series. All right, Matson hits. Oh, we got another base hit. We're going to have guys on the corner with one out. Does Castillo stay at second? He does. He could have made it to third, but he didn't want to. So we've got guys on first and second. So Matson has a chance to get out of this with a double play, but Arizona has got 2 men on with 1 out. Yeah, I thought for sure it was going to be first and third with 1 out. So they need to get this double play or get something here. 1 out coming up on this next pitch. Matson pitches to McCarthy. Way inside, down at his ankles. 1-0 the count to McCarthy. McCarthy's 1 for 2. He singled in the 5th, even though he's got a 147 batting average. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on that changeup. All right, Matson. Ooh. Arizona with 2 guys on, first and second base. 1-1 the count. Matson in the windup. And the pitch. Swing right back to the pitcher. He fumbled it. He's only going to get 1. Oh, man, he didn't feel confident enough to go to second base. That should have been guy on second. But we did get the 1 out. But now you got 2 outs. He could have got the guy at second, but he didn't feel comfortable with that. Got the easy out at first. All right, Matson is good, but they're coming out talking to him. Kelly said, hey, we got to get this next out. Checking on his thumb because that hit him right in the hand. All right, while we're waiting on that, let's take a look at some more. We got CM Punk, the best in the world. John Cena, the current WWE champion. Randy Orton, RKO. All right, here we go. Matson in the windup and the pitch. English has yet to get a hit in the majors. 0 for 2 today, 0 for 6 overall. If he gets a hit, he can bring his batting average up to about 150 something. Or 140, 143, I think. All right, pitch over the middle, 1-1. 2 men on. English has a chance to get a hit and get an RBI with a potential game-winning run. Matson with the pitch. Swing and a miss for English. Counts 1-2. All right, Matson getting ready for his 19th pitch of the inning. Shakes off the sign. He agrees to this next one. 1-2 the count. I'm going low inside. What's Matson going to do? He's in the windup. Pitch right down the middle. Foul. 1 and 2 the count remains. Yeah, the only trouble with the low and inside on this is they could rip it down third base. So he might go low and outside to the right-handed batter. There's the pitch way high. Oh, my. Pitch number 20. 2 and 2 the count. 2 and 2. 2 on, 2 out. Deuces wild. We know this is going to be ball 3 if he doesn't swing. He swings and misses. Struck him out. He gets out of the inning. What a story there for Matson. 21 pitches. Gets out of the inning. All right, that's going to bring up the Pirates at the bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. So it's root for the Pirates. If they don't win, it's a shame. So it's, what is it? 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right. There we go. Barn burner going on. You think Ryan Nelson going to play 7th bottom? I do not know. I hope so. I'd like for him to get something. All right, let's go to the scoreboard. Bottom of the 7th in Pittsburgh, 0-0. All right, Baltimore's up 4-3 over the Rockies in the top 5. New York and Philly tied at 2 at the top 5. Detroit is losing to Toronto 5-1. They've got to get on board. Toronto's got 5 runs off of 9 hits. St. Louis up 3-0 over San Diego. Cincinnati and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2-2. Oh, Boston just got down another run. St. Louis up 3-0 over San Diego. Boston's down 3-2 to the Dodgers. The Chi Sox are up 5-0 over the Cubbies. Texas up 1-0 over Atlanta. Minnesota and Washington scoreless. And the A's 3-0 over Houston. Miami beat Milwaukee 5-1. I hate the Brewers. Sorry. I hate the Brewers. All right, here we go. Bottom 7. Can the Pirates do something? O'Neal Cruz leading off, batting .218. We've got a new pitcher, DeSclafani. He's pitched 19 innings. He's got a 4.66 ERA, 21 strikeouts, gave up 5 home runs, has an opponent average of .257. That pitch was outside. O'Neal swings at it anyway. So 1-1 the count. He wants something. O'Neal, he wants something. That pitch is low and outside. He swings at ball 2. It's now 1-2 the count to Cruz. Fly out and ground out for Cruz. His 3rd time at the plate. Come on, Cruz. You're only going to get one more chance to swing after this. Maybe. And the pitch. Way outside. Surprised you didn't swing at that one. You swung at something worse earlier. 2-2 the count to Cruz. Baby 10, do you think Ryan Nelson going to play 7th bottom? Again, I hope so. There's the pitch. Swings at ball 3 in the dirt. Cruz, what are you thinning? DeSclafani gets his first strikeout off of Cruz. That's going to bring up Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham is 1 for 2. He either walked or got hit by a pitch. I forget. I think he walked. That pitch is outside. Tommy says, I ain't Cruz. I ain't swinging at that. Tripled in the second did Tommy Pham, but they left him there. There's the pitch. Inside. That should have been a strike. Catcher saying, hey, was that a strike or not? 2-0 the count to TP. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-0 count. Del Scafani with the pitch. Gets that one high outside. 3-0 the count. All right, what's Del Scafani going to do? I think he's going to pitch this one right over the plate. Tommy Pham is going to watch it happen. Tommy Pham digs in. There's the pitch inside. That was off, and he calls it a strike. He just called one that was inside that box a ball. This one was outside. He calls it a strike. 3-1 to count. Del Scafani with this windup. And the pitch. There's a strike again. 3-2. Man, I swear these umps. Tommy Pham digs in. 3-2 the count. There's the pitch. Punches that one off the first baseman. He's going. Oh, did he get it? He beat him. They beat the tag. Oh, or they beat his run. That was a good hustle by the pitcher. Del Scafani hustled over to get it. Went off the first baseman. Second baseman picked it up. Throws it till Del Scafani beats Pham by about a fraction of a second. Maybe about 2 feet. Bare hands it. Gets him by about 2 feet. 2 down. Darn. Del Scafani pitches that one right over the plate. 1-0 to Hayes Mays. Looks like the Pirates are going to go down 1-2-3 here unless Cabrian Hayes Mays can get something. He lined out and flew out. He's batting .241. There's the pitch. Swing, he hits it high behind the dugout. Is it in the stands? 0-2 the count to Hayes Mays. I like these new catcher helmets. I know they've been around for a couple years. They look like hockey masks. All right, Del Scafani. There's the pitch. That one's over the plate. Struck him out. Looking. Backward K. So 2 strikeouts for Del Scafani coming in. Crazy. End of 7. We got 2 innings to go. All right, what do we got? We got Shawn Michaels. Chris Jericho. The Walls of Jericho. I don't know if you guys remember this guy. Zack Ryder. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Triple H. I think I showed this one the other day. This is Ben Roethlisberger. Not a rookie card. It's a first edition, 2005, so his first year. This is a jumbo, a box topper. John Elway Jumbo. You can see it's larger than the regular card. These were on the top of tops in 1999. Let's see what else we got here. I got a couple Steelers. All right, we got Andre Johnson. First edition. Hines Ward, All-Pro card, first edition. The Bus, number 36, Jerome Bettis. Ed Reed. Jason Witten. These are 2005. Kurt Warner. All right, Dennis Santana is up. He's got 42 innings, 1.49 ERA. He pitches that one high inside. Well, high inside the box. 0-1 to Herrera. He pitched back-to-back games Sunday and Monday. All right, with the pitch. Swings that one foul down the third base line. Again, those of you that have checked in, thank you very much. If you enjoy what you see, hit that subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Those of you that have subscribed, I thank you so much. I appreciate it. My son does. That's Dr. Delay. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-2. Can you change the ball out for me? He asked the ump. Jose Herrera struck out and grounded out. This is his third time up. Santana with the pitch. Hits that one foul back behind the dugout. Still 1-2. Herrera grounded out in the 5th inning, but had trouble running to first. Not sure what it's going to be if he gets the opportunity to run again. Santana with the pitch. Swings that one, rips it foul down the first base line. Well, that was a rip. 1-2 the count for Herrera still. Santana. Pitch number 6. Santana with the pitch. Swings and a miss. Struck him out. Santana gets his first strikeout. Who's AB right now? AB. Who's at bat? That was Herrera. Herrera was at bat. And Carroll is coming up. Carroll is 1 for 3. That pitch is over the middle. Swing, fouls it back. Pirates are going to be honoring Dave Parker, the Cobra, tomorrow. All of them have the Cobra patch over their left, or on their left shoulder or left chest. All right, Santana with the second pitch to Carroll is high and outside. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-1 the count to Carroll. Santana in the windup with the pitch. Hits that one high. Popped up. Davis going to try it. He gets it. 2 down. Davis caught it behind the plate. 2 up and 2 down for Santana. That's going to bring up Ketel Marte, who had a walk the last time up. I think he took 10 or 11 pitches. Talking about Dave Parker, 19 major league seasons, batted .290, 339 home runs, had plenty of years with the Pirates. That pitch is high, ball 1. 11 years with the Pirates did Dave Parker. Ketel Marte batting .285, 20 homers, most of them coming with the Pirates. That ball's in the dirt. Give me another ball, asks Davis. 2-0 the count to Marte. He walked last time up. Dennis chimes in and says, glad I didn't go to the game. Yeah, this is definitely a barn burner. That was outside. 3-0. 3-0 to Marte. He walked last time up. Are you going to give him another walk? I know you didn't give him the walk last inning. Marte stands in there. They called that a strike. That was a ball and a half below. They want to check it. The Arizona's like, dude, that was a ball. How in the world did they call that? Oh, was it a check swing? Check. He said he swung. That's why. That ball is way outside. Walked him on 5 pitches. Marte gets his second walk. I think it's just a gift for being a former Pirate. So we've got a 2-out base runner to the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's going to bring up Perdomo. Perdomo is 0 for 3 today. Santana, try to get him out. Here comes the pitch. Inside, almost off the knee of Perdomo. 1-0 the count. Perdomo batting .280 now. Pop up, ground out, fly out. Perdomo digs in. Santana with the pitch. He rips it foul down the first base line. Ball guy got it, threw it into the stands. Perdomo with a 1-1 count. Santana already at 16 pitches in his first inning of relief. 1 man on, 2 outs. Santana in the windup. And the pitch way outside. 2-1 the count on an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. Marte's got speed, but doesn't have the steals to back it up. Santana in the windup. And the pitch. Swings that one foul. 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2-2, 2 out. We only got 1 on. But Perdomo with the pitch. In the dirt. 3-2 the count. Just like most of the time, deuces are wild. I'd say deuces wild 83% of the time or better. It goes to 3-2. So now it's 3-2 count. 2 outs. Guy on first. Santana with the pitch. Over the plate. Swings it. Fouls it back. 20th pitch for Santana. Full count. Perdomo digs in. Santana with the pitch. Low, ball 4, walks him again. 2 walks in a row. Pirates are going to have someone coming up in the bullpen. Santana's already at 21 pitches. Davis and Santana are going to have a little bit of a discussion. All right. Probably one of my most favorite wrestlers now is Tyrus. Of course, he's not wrestling anymore. He's a comedian, Fox host on Fox, does a lot of stuff with Greg Gutfeld. But his stage name, Brodus Clay. If I ever meet Tyrus, I'll get him to autograph that. Super cool card there. All right, who else we got? Oh, Santana is back. All right, pitching to Suarez. Santana with the pitch. Low, strike 1 on a swing. That would have been ball 1. Why did Suarez swing at that? He's batting .250. Struck out, ground out, pop out. Major League RBI leader at the plate. 86 ribbies. Outside, swung on that. 0-2 the count to Suarez. All right. 2 men on. 2 out. Suarez at the plate. 86 RBIs. Santana with the pitch. Swings it, rips it foul down the third base line. This is danger area for the Pirates. Can Santana get out of the inning? 24 pitches down. 25th pitch coming up. Santana in the windup with the stretch and the pitch. Swing. Suarez hits that one. Going. Caught. Right on the warning track. Oh, he's out of the inning. 25th pitch. Nice catch. Wow. Oh, man, we thought that was going to go. So Santana was able to get out of that inning. Bottom 8 coming up. The Pirates got to do something. Woo! Oh, I got to get a drink here. No lime today, just straight water. Water tastes a little stale. I don't know why. I'm going to have to check that out. It's cold, though. All right, let's see what's going around the league. Pirates still, of course, 0-0. Colorado winning 5-4 over the Orioles. Bottom 6. Phillies and Yankees tied 2-2 now. Middle of the 6th. Top 6, Toronto 6-1 over Detroit. If Detroit loses, I think they're going to be like 1 out of their last 12 games. St. Louis has a 3-0 lead now over San Diego. Dodgers up 3-2 over Boston. Cincinnati 3-2 over the Tampa Bay Buccos. Chi Sox over the Cubs 5-0. Texas Rangers leading Atlanta 2-0. Atlanta was doing pretty good. They've been in a skid. They're at 44-57 now. Minnesota Twins and Washington Nationals tied at 0, top 3. The A's are up 3-0 over the Astros. And the Marlins beat the Milwaukee Brewers 5-1. I hate the Brewers. It all boils down to the Randall Simon incident when he accidentally hit the sausage. Oh! Davis is hit! First pitch by Del Scafani hits Davis right in the elbow. He says thank you. He's jogging on down the first base. And the Pirates have a leadoff base runner with Kiner Falefa coming up. Tommy Pham making that catch to end the top of the 8th for the Pirates. Coming down to the bottom of the 8th. Kiner Falefa at the plate. Desclafani throws to first. All right, Desclafani with the pitch. Bunt is on. Bunts it high. One down. What the heck? What a waste. Bunt pop-up in foul territory. Kiner Falefa down. One down. I don't know. I mean, okay, fine. But you're going to do a bunt. You got to get that bunt to the ground. You can't be bunting high. One pitch. No stiff front leg for Kiner Falefa. Horwitz now up. That pitch is right over the plate. 0-1 the count. Horwitz, 2 walks today. Batting .247. Horwitz digs in. That is over the plate again. Right there. Perfect pitch. 0-2 the count. Pirates with a lead-off base runner, and they're going to wind up stranding him. Arizona with 5 hits and no runs. Pirates 1 hit and no run. Horwitz calls time, steps out. Horwitz needs something here. 0-2 the count. Come on, Horwitz. Desclafani with the pitch. Come on, Horwitz. Come on, Horwitz. There's the pitch high. Ball 1. Baseball purist, rally time. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. We need something. Those of you that have chimed in, thank you very much. I'm sorry Dr. Delay is not here. Desclafani on the mound with the pitch. Way outside, but cuts in. Called strike 3. 2 strikeouts now again. I believe that's 4 for Desclafani. 3 strikeouts for Desclafani. I thought he had 4. 7 overall. All right, that's going to bring up McCutchen. McCutchen swing and a miss on the first strike right over the plate. David Bednar's in the bullpen for the Pirates. Had a pretty good outing the other day. Sclafani in the windup. Pitch it over the plate. McCutchen swings at it, bats it foul down the right field line. 0-2. McCutchen is flied out to left, flied out to center, flied out to right, which means he's going to strike out here. McCutchen digs in. Desclafani with the pitch. Way outside. 1-2 the count. McCutchen digs in. Sclafani with the pitch. McCutchen hits it to short, hits it back to double, or hits it back to 2 or second base, knocks him out. So infield out after 8, still 0-0. Pirates have left 5 on base. Arizona has left 7. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got a baseball checklist from 1981 Topps. This is probably a PSA 8 or 9 mint checklist. All right, we've got Paul Bearer. Daniel Bryan. Kama Mustafa. I don't remember this guy. Erwin Shyster. Michael Hayes. Ah. Ravishing Rick Rude. Big Boss Man. I believe he was in the that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Running Man. I think so. He was the security guard, I think. The $1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase. All right, we got some more jumbo cards here. Dan Marino jumbo. Brett Favre jumbo. Leighton Hewitt box topper. Randy Moss second year box topper. All right, we're in the top of the 9th. Who is pitching? Bednar. David Bednar is pitching for the Pirates. 35 innings pitched, 15 saves, 2.31 ERA, 48 strikeouts. Opponent's average is 2.23. So Bednar doing pretty good. Pitches that one. We got a hit out to right field. Deadpool says no. 1 down. Castillo. Next up, Gurriel Jr., who beat out the run or beat out the throw, is 2 for 3 today. Irwin Schuster, IRS tax accountant. Gotcha. Baseball purist, too easy. Here we go. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Want to know the count to Gurriel. Bednar with the pitch. Swings that one to right field. Back goes Reynolds to the wall. Makes the catch in front of the wall. 2 down. Bednar, 4 pitches, 2 outs. Can Reynolds make it into the 9th? Can he get all 3 outs and Deadpool the inning? McCarthy, 1 for 3 tonight, batting 146, singled in the 5th. And the pitch right over the plate. Strike 1. Caught him looking. McCarthy at the plate. Digs in. Bednar with the pitch. Over the plate, looking again. 0-2 the count. Can Bednar get the strikeout? Oh and 2 the count. Bednar in the stretch. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Struck him out. So the Pirates have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Reynolds, Gonzalez, Cruz. They're coming up to bat. Here we go. Let's go Pirates. All right, we got a couple more cards here. This was from Topps Finest Jumbo Box. These are really nice jumbo cards. Marvin Harrison. Marshall Faulk. This is a basketball card. Nice. Stephon Marbury. I don't know what year. This is 1999. All right. I've got a Kevin Garnett Stadium Chrome. I've got an Achilles Smith for those of you that are Bengals fans. All right, here we go. Jerry Rice. That is a cool playoff box topper. I had a Jake Plummer similar to this. I got him to autograph it when I met him. All right, I've got another basketball one here. Karl Malone. Nice. Ron Mercer. I think this is 99 Finest. Alonzo Mourning. Stephon Marbury. And look at this, a Pittsburgh rookie from 98 Bowman. All right, Pittsburgh fans, who is this from the 98 Bowman who wore number 7? Who is it? It's not Ben Roethlisberger. All right, here we go. Desclafani with the pitch. Reynolds at the plate, swings, 0-1. Reynolds batting .235, 10 home runs. Can they get a walk-off here? Reynolds, ground out, fly out, strikeout. With the pitch way outside, 1-1 the count. Those of you that have chimed in here to see if the Pirates can walk off the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's 0-0, bottom of the 9th. There's the pitch. Reynolds swings, hits it up the middle. Oh, he got him out at first. Hits it to second. It was a slow one. If Reynolds was a little bit faster, he might have been able to get it. All right, one down here in the bottom of the 9th. That's going to bring up Nick Gonzo Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for his last 15. There's the pitch way outside. 86 mile an hour slider. Gonzalez has struck out twice and ground out. Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzo. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count to Gonzo. 83-mile-an-hour curveball. Desclafani throwing all kinds of stuff. Hit the pitch. Gonzalez swings, punches at the third shortstop. Shortstop throws him out by about 3 feet. 2 down. O'Neal Cruz. Pirates only have 1 hit today after pitching great. Desclafani is at pitch 30. Desclafani. Brashton Ashcroft is in the bullpen, getting ready to pitch top 10. Pirates can't get a hit. Arizona has 5. Desclafani with the pitch. In the dirt to Cruz. 1-0. Cruz struck out his last time up. And the pitch. Way inside. Almost hit him. 2-0 the count to Cruz. Desclafani with the pitch. Way outside. 3-0. He struck out Cruz in the 7th. It's 3-0 the count. Do you give him the green light? Or do you tell him to say wait? Desclafani with the pitch. Way outside. They basically walked him on purpose. Cruz is a 2-out base runner. And that's going to bring up none other than TP, Tommy Pham. Okay, baseball purist, you said Mark Malone. No, Mark Malone was a rookie in 1980. And he came in as a wide receiver one time. And Terry Bradshaw threw a 90-yard pass to him. That was crazy. I remember seeing that. No, it's not Jim Miller. Jim Miller, he of course was a rookie, I believe, with the Bears. Let's see, we got prediction, Cruz home run. No, that didn't work. We're still waiting on the 1998. Who is that? 1998 rookie. Who wore number 7? Tommy Pham, batting .257. 1 for 3. He tripled in the second. Boy, we could use a triple here. Oh, did he go? He's safe. They tried to get Cruz at first base. That was close. Cruz made it back by a fingertip. All right, Desclafani with the pitch. In the dirt. Does Cruz go? Cruz is safe at second. 34 steals. Major league leader in steals. 34 steals. He lost his helmet, but he got the bag. So now a base hit should score the run. Hit the pitch. Oh, way inside to Tommy Pham. 2-0. Is Desclafani nervous? Mickey's coming in. Mickey's watching the game. Well, she's not watching it, but she's off to the side. All right, Desclafani with the pitch. Over the middle. Strike 1. 2-1 the count to Pham. Saludos, vamos, piratas. Gracias, Ray Tanabriam. It's not Cordell Stewart, baseball purist. Cordell Stewart was 1995, and he wore number 10. Pitches inside to TP. TP is now counted 3-1. All right. Tommy Pham is batting pie. That's 3-1-4 with runners in scoring position. They're going to walk Tommy Pham, so no pitch walk. So now we've got 2 men on, and none other than Cabrian Hayes Mays. We need him to hit like Hayes and run like Mays. 2 men on. They're looking for the force out. All right, time is called. We got a meeting of the minds. All right, those of you that did not know who number 7 was, it is Pete Gonzalez. Pete Gonzalez, 1998, Pittsburgh Pirate. Pete Gonzalez. All right, here we got a really... Oh, there we go. We're coming back. Oh, no, they're still talking. No, they're coming back. What's going on? Is DeSclafani still pitching? Yeah, DeSclafani's still pitching. He's at 38 pitches. 2 on, 2 out. And we got 22 viewers. Cabrian Hayes, number 13. That's my number right there. 1-3. Let's go, Cabrian. That pitch is hit. Oh, it's hit right to the first baseman. They did a shift. He's out of the inning. Oh, man. 2 on, 2 men left on base. We're going to the top of the 10th. We've got extra innings, bonus baseball. All right, here we go. Oh, we should do some scores here at the end of the 9th. Let's see what we got here. Scores around the league. Colorado, top 7, 5-4 over Baltimore. The Yankees are up. What happened? Oh, it's 5-5. Baltimore and Colorado, top 7, or bottom 7 now. Baltimore scored a run. Toronto up 6-2 over Detroit. Yankees up 3-2, top 7 over the Phillies. Cincinnati 5-2 over the Tampa Bay Pirates. St. Louis 3-0 over San Diego. White Sox leading the Cubs 9-0 in the 4th, says the Yinzer. Dodgers 3-2 over Boston. 0-0 Twins and Nationals. Texas 2-0 over Atlanta. Athletics 6-0 over Houston. Angels 0-0 in Seattle. And of course Miami 5-1 over the I Hate the Brewers. We've got 20 viewers in here to see bonus baseball. Ashcraft looked like he's coming out. May 26th, Ashcraft played and closed out. I believe it was at the Angels or the Diamondbacks, something. He's got 24 innings, 3 holds, 2.63 ERA, gave up 1 home run. He's got 20 Ks, but his opponents have a .258 batting average, which means if he faces 4 batters, they'll have had a hit. Speedy Jake McCarthy is on second. Pirates need to get out of the inning because they've got the bottom of their inning coming up. We've got a pinch hitter for English, Alexander. So again, bonus baseball. Runner starts on second base. Corey LaBelle is discussing what's going on, making sure everything's good to go. Alexander replaces Tristan English. Ashcraft with the pitch. Bunt is on. Takes it. No. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. There's the bunt. The bunt is down. They get first base. which means Alexander gets a sacrifice bunt, pushes the guy to third. So now we've got a one-out base runner on third. Tough on the Pirates because they only have one hit, which means their leadoff guy doesn't give them much. Arizona's got 5 hits. All right, Barossa is on, replacing Herrera. So here comes Barossa with one man on. There's the pitch. Right over the middle. Curves it in there. Strike one. 86-mile-an-hour curveball. Those of you that are here, appreciate it. Hope that if you like it, please like and subscribe. We've got bonus baseball here in Pittsburgh. McCarthy on third. Barossa. Over the middle, bounding ball, foul. Back behind the plate. 0-2. This'll be big. If Ashcroft can get the strike. It's getting a little dark outside, but it is 8 o'clock. Overall, this has been a pretty quick game. Mickey's in here stretching. All right, Ashcroft in the windup. There's the pitch way outside. 1-2 the count to Barossa. Right-hand pitcher against left-hand batter. You don't want to hit something outside there. Inside, struck him out! 98-mile-an-hour fastball in the top outside corner. All right, we got 2 down. Who's coming to bat? None other than C-squared, Carroll. Got a hit his last time up, batting .250 to go 1 for 4 today. Corbin Carroll, C-squared, hits it fly down the left field line, foul. 0-1 the count. Again, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Carroll digs in. Ashcroft with the pitch. 0-1 is the count. Hits that one to second base. Throws him out. There we go. We're going to the bottom of the 10th. Pirates coming up. Davis, Falefa, Horwitz. Remember, Horwitz hit the grand slam on Wednesday. Let's see what happens in the bottom of the inning. All right, back to some exciting cards. We've got a John Elway. Pretty nice looking card there. John Elway fan. Jumbo, Ricky Henderson. All right, those of you Cleveland fans, who is number 2? Number 2. He was a 1999 rookie. I'll give you his face. There's his face. Who is that guy? 1999 rookie. Pirates walk-off alert, hopefully. Man, I need Spencer Howitz to get a hit. Today I got time. Cause 909-300. Thank you very much for checking in. Today I got time. CUHS 909-300. Baseball purist, you are correct. Pirates walk-off would be great. Those of you that are here, this is an exciting time. Could the Pirates get a walk-off hit, walk-off homer, walk-off anything? All right, I don't know what happened here. I got a little lost. All right, let's see what else we got. Eugenio Suarez moving from third to first. Alexander, who pinch hit, now at third base. McCann is now the new catcher. Hayes, who made the last out, is now the automatic runner on second base. So Hayes, Mays, Davis at the plate. Uh-oh, he's setting up for a bunt. He got the bunt down. We got a leadoff guy on third. He's out. Oh, safe. He dropped it. Flores came off the bag. We've got him safe. So we've got guys on the corner with no outs. Marte came off the bag. Could that be? They're going to look at it again. Is there going to be a challenge? He got the bunt down. He took it off. He ran. He comes off. He caught it. Heel comes off. Yeah. That's tough because it's a force out at first. Wait and see what happened. I don't know. Is he safe or is he out? Caught it. It looks like it's off the bag. Wow. I don't know if they're going to overturn that one. Arizona's hoping because that's big. Oh, they made him out. Okay, so again, it's going to be a sacrifice bunt. Call is overturned. Yeah, I don't know. It's a sticky call. The fact that they didn't give the Pirates the one over the other day. But here we go. Kiner Falefa hits it. All he needs is a sac fly to end the game. 0-1 the count. Desclafani, 41 pitches. Kiner Falefa, fielder's choice, strikeout, pop-up, but it was a short pop-up. Falefa digs in. Desclafani pitch low, but he swings. He swung at ball. Man, 0-2 the count. This is going to be bad news for the Pirates. Pirates walk-off alert. I don't know. We'll see. Baseball purist, you said Tim Sofa. Yeah, that is funny. You are correct. That's low. Ball's away. Oh, man. They covered it. 1-2. So, yes, Tim Couch, Tim Sofa was the guy. That would have been ball 2 had you not swing. 1-2 the count to Falefa. 1 out. Guy on third. Pitch. Oh, he hits it. He hits it long. It's going, but it's foul down the third base line. I don't know if that was deep enough, if it was fair. And it might not have been deep enough to score the run. But that was nice. All right, Desclafani at 44 pitches. One and two. Falefa hits that one back behind the dugout. Still 1-2. Desclafani doing great in his relief efforts. "45 pitches for Desclafani. Here's the pitch. Swing, punches that. That's going to be foul. No, fair. Is he going to run? He's going to. Oh, he holds up. He holds up. Hayes Mays holds up. It wasn't far enough. C squared holds him off. Starts and he's coming. He comes back. He knows he can't make it. All right, that's going to bring Horowitz. Horowitz is 0 for 2. He's got 2 walks and a strikeout. Horowitz hit that grand slam on Wednesday. We got a left-handed batter here. Swings at that one, foul down the first base side. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Hayes Mays on third, 2 outs. Could the Pirates get it off here and go home with the win? There's the pitch, swing, high, miss, strike 2. Desclafani, 48 pitches. Desclafani digs in. Or Horowitz digs in. Desclafani with the pitch. Rips that one foul down the first base line. Pitch number 50 coming up for Desclafani. Gonna change bats. Split that bat. Horowitz coming back. Could this be his natural moment? Needs to bring Hayes Mays home. Hayes Mays, number 13. My number. Here we go. 0-2 the count. There's the pitch. High. Punches it. Oh, right to shortstop. There's the throw. They're out of the inning. Top 11 coming. Bonus baseball. ¿Quién está batiendo? Que me diga en español. Bueno, eso fue Horowitz. Carl Horowitz. Ahorita que viene va a estar Marte. Nadie hable español. Bueno, yo trato. Yo no soy perfecto. De nada de perfecto. Pero si estoy hablando con una persona, yo sí puedo hablar español con una persona y entender lo que me está diciendo. También puedo entender mucho cuando mi esposa está gritando o mis amigos también están chambeando. Yo puedo hablar con ellos. Pero ya eso no es canal de español, so voy a regresar a hablar inglés. All right, here we are at the top of the 11th inning. Let's see what else I've got here. We've got a Randall Cunningham on the Vikings. We got a Rangers sticker. Texas Rangers sticker. Hey, look at this. A 2002 Michael Vick. I believe it's 2002. Yeah. Second year card for Michael Vick. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Another Ranger sticker. All right, look at this one. Gary Sheffield. This is a 1997 Topps Chrome. All right, that ball is on. Who do we got on? Marte is at bat. Carroll is on second. Ashcraft is pitching. Marte batting .285. 0 for 2 today. Pitch is way outside. 2-0 the count to Marte. Marte's got 2 walks. Could he get another walk? He's had 2 walks his last 2 times up. Here's the pitch. Inside. 3-0. Marte walked on 5 pitches last time. 3-0 the count right now. Come on. I know he's your friend. He needs to get out. There's the pitch. Swing. No, he looked at that one. Strike one. That was high inside. I don't know why he thought that was going to be, or high outside, but inside the box. 3-1 the count. They pitch him. They walk him again. Marte's got 3 walks in a row. So now there's 2 men on. The only advantage here is the double play. Perdomo comes to the plate. He walked also. He's 0 for 3. So, Arizona with 2 guys on, no out. Come on, Ashcraft. Need something here. That's high inside. 1-0 the count. Whoa, they called that a ball? Wow, that is inside the box. It's 1-0. They called it a ball. Wow, where is the call on that? Pitch inside. This one's 1-1. Should be 0-2 the count. Perdomo is at 280 batting average. 10 home runs, 72 ribbies. Walked his last time up. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. That should have been strike 3. Yeah, you need to put it over the plate. Give it everything you got, Ashcraft. Let's see what you got. Fans are chanting. Perdomo steps in. Ashcraft with the pitch. Swings, fouls that one back behind the third base line. All right, those of you that have checked in, we've got bonus baseball. Top 11. Arizona, Pittsburgh, 0-0. Arizona's got 2 guys on. They've got that leadoff runner and then a leadoff walk. Ashcraft pitching, 1-2 the count. There's the pitch. He hits it high. It's the center field. Cruz. Is Cruz going to tag? Cruz tags. We've got guys on first and third. So Carroll on third. Christmas Carroll. Is it going to be a Christmas in July for Arizona? Suarez coming up. Gracias. You are welcome, Carl Hazelwood. Mi familia es de San Francisco, pero yo no hablo inglés. No hay problema. Tú puedes hablar español o text español aquí. Sí podemos leerlo. No hay problema. But aquí está. There's the pitch. Suarez hits it high. It is going to be in foul territory. Oh, no. He should have let it drop. Why did he not let it drop foul? That scored a run. Reynolds made a mistake there. Reynolds made a mistake. He was in foul territory. Should have let it hit the ground. That would have been a strike. Why did he do that? I don't know why he did that. Punches that one foul. I don't know why Reynolds caught that ball in foul territory, knowing I don't know. It looked like it was foul territory. I don't know. I'm a little confused. 0-1 the count. Now it's going to be 0-2 to Del Castillo. I'd like to see that again and see where he caught the ball. That should be an error. I mean, it's not an earned run anyway, but still. I'm a little confused on that. I have to go and see it. 0-2 on Castillo. Guy on first. Pitched that way outside, 1-2. What in goodness name is going on in Chicago? It's still 9-0 in Chicago. I haven't had an update yet, So we'll see. Bottom 5. 15. Oh, it's 9-0. Yeah, 9-0 in Chicago. I wish the Pirates could score like that. Oh, it's 11-0 in Chicago. Top 6. All right, 2-2 to Del Castillo. Here comes the pitch. 2 outs. 2-2. Swing and a miss. That would have been ball 3. If he would have known the percentages, that would have been ball 3. Arizona, no hits. They get a run off of that leadoff run and errors by the umps, and then an error by Reynolds to catch that ball in foul territory deep in right field. I don't understand that, but the Pirates have to score now to tie it and extend the game. All right, here we go. I know JG9's not on, but can you identify this guy? Can you identify that guy? He was quarterback for the Jaguars. He quarterbacked for the Redskins. I'm not sure if he did another team or not. I don't remember. Who is he? Can you tell me who that guy is? All right, let's see what else we got down here in the box. We have Kerry Kittle. Topps Chrome Basketball. Uh-oh. Where are my Giants fans? I've got a Giants fan. All right, here we go. Giants fans. Who is this? Number 13 for the Giants. I believe this was 1999. Who could that be? Where's my Giants fan 56? All right, let's go back to the game. Bottom of the 11th inning. Horowitz is now going to be on second. May 29th, 2017. Andrew McCutcheon's last walk-off home run for the Pirates. We could sure use one here. McCutcheon. We got Pagero on for the pinch runner for Horowitz at second. McCutcheon is 0 for 4 today. He needs something here. Kevin Ginkel. Not Finkel, but Ginkel. 23 innings pitched. 7.99 ERA. Gave up 2 homers. Opponent's batting average is .295. 1 hit will tie the game. Come on, Pirates. Let's go, McCutcheon. Let's go, McCutcheon. 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 Pitch. Hits it to deep center. That ball's going. Going. All right, it's going to advance the runner. That's going to put Pagero on third. So here we have a guy on third with 1 out. That's going to bring up Reynolds. Deadpool needs to do something here. Sack fly for McCutcheon, but they don't count it a sack fly because a run didn't score, but he did advance the runner. Ginkel on the mound. Reynolds needs a hit. Reynolds is also 0 for 4. Outside, they're going to call that a strike. It was a whole ball outside. This ump is lousy. Reynolds batted .234, 2 groundouts, a flyout, and a strikeout. But he needs a hit here. Pirates need something. They got 1 hit on the day. Ginkel with the pitch high and outside. 1-1. The ump almost called that a strike, and it was at the head. Kyle Backus in the bullpen. Reynolds digs in. Ginkel on the mound. Pitching right. Pitch. Swing and a miss the ball. That was ball 2. Dang. Come on, Reynolds. 1-2 the count. Come on. Let's end it good. End it good. Let's go. Deadpool. 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 Come on. Ginkle. Let's make it a Finkel. Let's go wide left. Hits that one. It's a chopper. It's dropping. He got the catch, but he throws it. Oh, he stays. Man, it's 2 outs now. He didn't make it. Reynolds had it. Probably could have ran. He just wasn't sure. He goes back. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was bad running by Peguero. So this is it. Nick Gonzalez also 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts. Ginkle has 5 pitches and 2 outs. Ken Gonzalez be a hero. He hits it. That's it. Game over. He gets him out at first. Arizona wins. Bad base running by the Pirates, and the Pirates lose after sweeping the Tigers. Well, hold on. We've got a challenge, but the Pirates have not won a challenge. They're going to say that his foot came off the bag. They're not going to overturn it. They're not going to overturn it. They didn't overturn it the last time, and it clearly was off the bag. This one is iffy. They're not going to... Yeah, they just want to go home. Man, the Pirates do not get any of those calls. Garbage. All right, hey, that ends the game. I don't know. I know these are going to be reviewed. Toe clearly comes off the bag. That's garbage. Clearly come off. I don't know. Either way, game changer. The last one was clearly should have been. It is what it is. Peguero messed up on his last run. Could have tied the game. Pirates are out. Scoreless in 11 innings. Great pitching by both teams. Those of you that chimed in tonight, thank you so much. It was a long game, about 3 hours. I do appreciate it. It is a little dark outside now. I'm going to wrap it up. This was my last game here, substituting for Dr. Delay. Oh, hey, just in case you have not been checking, Dr. Delay has been doing his top 32 football games. So if you have been able to subscribe, make sure you're watching those shorts. I believe today was the Chicago Bears. One's going to come out tomorrow. Another one's going to come out Sunday. And then, of course, he's going to have one every day going through the top 32 teams. So make sure you watch those shorts. I think they're pretty entertaining. You might disagree a little bit with Dr. Delay. Make sure you make a comment, like them if you can. Again, if you liked what you saw here tonight, Dr. Delay does a much better job than I do on the play-by-play and information. I may have a little more energy just because I'm crazy. But Dr. Delay, he loves to talk with you. I know he works with the chat. We didn't see Sean in here tonight. Sean's always asking crazy questions about stats and things like that. Dr. Delay's good. He can have everything set up. Those of you that are still watching, again, thank you so much for watching, making my 5 games enjoyable. I am sad that the Pirates lost, but I'm going to be checking out. It is 8:37, 3 hours exactly since I chimed in. You guys have a great weekend, Friday night, and I'll see you later. I may try to chime in. Oh, next week is football. Dr. Delay is going to be chiming in for the Hall of Fame game. I'm sure he's going to have a couple baseball games in between. But don't forget to check in for the Hall of Fame game. Not sure if he wants me here for that or if he has someone else. Maybe I'll do a drive-by and just say hello. But if not, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you.